Hello, everyone. How are we all doing tonight? Great, wonderful. We're so happy to have you here at the Millennium stage tonight. Thank you for coming. Tonight's performance is brought to you in collaboration with the American Society of Composers, Authors, and Publishers. And here to introduce our host for the evening is Colleen McDonough, the director of the ASCAP Foundation. Please welcome her to the stage.
Thank you and good evening. As you just heard, my name is Colleen McDonough, and I'm the director of the ASCAP Foundation, which is a public charity based in New York that supports music education programs throughout the country, and also we nurture aspiring songwriters and composers. So we're glad you're here with us tonight for Songwriters, the Next Generation, a program of the ASCAP Foundation and the John F. Kennedy Center. Songwriters, the Next Generation showcases the work of aspiring songwriters from the worlds of folk, country, pop, jazz, right here on this beautiful Millennium stage. Songwriters, the Next Generation was conceived by the late Dr. Billy Taylor, the wonderful jazz pianist, educator, and composer, who was an ASCAP Foundation board member and also a member of the Kennedy Center's Artistic Jazz Committee. With us this evening to introduce our music creator artists and engage them in a discussion about what is behind their creative process and their music is an ASCAP singer-songwriter who hosts the nationally syndicated show, public radio concert program, Mountain Stage. He is also a prolific children's music recording artist, and in the 1970s enjoyed a top 10 hit with his witty novelty song, Junk Food Junkie, and I just found out he cut a brand new album, so we're really looking forward to hearing that. Please welcome Larry Gross.
Thank you all. Thanks, Colleen. It's great to be here. Great to see you here, and thanks to you who are watching us on the internet right now. I am the host of Mountain Stage, produced by West Virginia Public Radio and distributed by NPR to about 150 stations. Anybody here ever heard Mountain Stage? Well, good. Good for you. Thank you so much. That means, of course, that tonight you're all going to go and root for West Virginia to upset Kentucky in the ball game. I'm sure you'll be there with me. Mountain Stage tries to showcase people that are not in the mainstream already, and not, we do have some well-known people, of course, but we also have a lot of folks who are just emerging, and that's what the ASCAP Foundation does with Songwriters, the Next Generation. Billy Taylor said it was important to show the audience that young people can be accomplished music creators as well as musicians and singers. And you're going to hear a couple of good evidence of that kind of talent this evening, and they're going to be two very different flavors. Later on, we're going to have some kind of hybrid jazz, classical pop, but we're going to start off with a man from Batesville, Mississippi. And if you can't guess what his genre is, then maybe you've never been to Batesville, Mississippi. My guess is that down there, it would have been hard to grow up without hearing country music. And this man is a country music songwriter, and he's a very good one. He's already won some awards from ASCAP, the Foundation Leon Bretler Award. And like some people are always surprised when you find out that musicians and songwriters and so forth can also be great in sports. And he was a great baseball player, so he had to kind of choose which direction he was going in. He decided to go in the direction of songwriting, and I think we're all going to be better off for that. He does what a lot of the guys do in Nashville. You've heard about it. You may have seen it on Nashville television show or whatever. He drives in every day to an office, writes songs, sometimes with a partner, sometimes by himself. He's going to sing some of them for you right now. Would you please give a big welcome to Jameson Rodgers.
Happy Thursday. Everybody doing good? And what an honor it is to be here. Thank you, Larry, for that. And I'd like to say thank you to ASCAP for asking me to play. How about a little music, huh? Oh, it hadn't been that long since I met you. Feels like we got us one strong connection. Maybe we got something, maybe we don't. Either way, girl, I gotta know. What you say we hit that open road, go see the West Coast. Yeah, I wanna know about your first kiss by the time we get to Memphis. Last broken heart by the other side of Fort Smith. Ask me anything you want from here to Amarillo by morning. We're California bound. We ain't in love by Arizona, we'll turn around. We can go back and forth down I-40, all the good and all the bad, our life story. Maybe we'll hit it off, never come back. Maybe we're back in a hurry. What you say we hit that open road and get out of here? I can't wait to hear about your first kiss by the time we get to Memphis. Last broken heart by the other side of Fort Smith. Ask me anything you want from here to Amarillo by morning. We're California bound. We ain't in love by Arizona, we'll turn around. Oh, yeah. Tell me about your first kiss by the time we get to Memphis. Last broken heart by the other side of Fort Smith. Ask me anything you want from here to Amarillo by morning. We're California bound. We ain't in love by Arizona, we'll turn around. We ain't in love by Arizona, we'll turn around. By Arizona, by Arizona. Thank you. Everybody doing good? Y'all say hello to the band. How about the band, huh? Yeah. I was hoping Larry wouldn't say where I was from. I was going to see if y'all could tell by my accent. Grew up in New York City. Here's a little song about the people I grew up with. Old Ricky's working at the Texaco shop. Got one on blocks, putting shocks on a Cadillac Coupe de Ville. Mary Ann's cutting hair, line of beauty chairs, price is fair, and she cuts with care. Been on that square feels like 20 years. I'm talking good people. Give a shirt right off her back, people. Make the most of what they have, people. I'm talking good people. Dr. Stone's on the phone, sewing hearts, setting bones back in place. Waiting room will wait all day, 'cause he makes you feel at home. Coach Neil's on the field, calling drills, got 'em running hills. He loves them boys with all his heart, bringing out the best of who they are. I'm talking good people. Give a shirt right off her back, people. make the most of what they have, people. I'm talking good people. You got any good people in the Kennedy Center tonight, John? I'm talking good people. Put some wind back in yourselves, people. Real deal, say what they feel, people. I'm talking good people. Call them anytime, they'll answer, people. Fill your world up with laughter, people. I'm talking good people. Oh, good people. Some really good people. Thank you. Thank you so much. Apologize for my tuning up here. I'm just gonna play it. We used to park behind Donnie's Diner in an old Dodge Dart. Well, she took my heart. A can of Krylon spray and a case of Shiner. Wrote our names on that water tank. I never thought that pain would outlast that flame. I love this town, everything about it, every damn road and the buckshot holes through every yellow sign. I love this town, every old friend, every little bar, the new quick mart at the caution line, right by my bed. I love this town. I hate she's here. She's the awkward way at a four-way stop. She's a what to say at the IGA. Yeah, she's the reason this town's so small. She ain't leaving, Lord, and I ain't either. 'Cause I love this town, everything about it, every damn road and the buckshot holes through every yellow sign. I love this town, every old friend, every little bar, the new quick mart at the caution light, right by my bed. I love this town. I hate she's here. I love this town, everything about it, every damn road and the buckshot holes through every yellow sign. I love this town, every old friend, every little bar, the new quick mart at the caution line, right by my bed. I love this town. I hate she's here. I love this town. so much. Y'all got one more in you? I hope so, because I'm about to play another one. Once again, thank you so much, ASCAP, for asking me to do this. Miss Julie, thank you so much. My name is Jameson Rodgers. Good to be here, y'all. A song about growing up. Johnny had a Mustang with some freedom tucked in the trunk. It was senior week down in Bethany Beach, and we got drunk. We just dove right in. Ashley had a heart of gold and a soul that was born to run. Yeah, she'd sneak out late of her bedroom when we chased love. We just dove right in. Yeah, we dove right in like the blind lead in the blind. We were thunder rolling on the wind, burning up bar time, winging it as we went. We were in over our head. We just dove right in. Well, Daddy said, go get it, son. Said, call me when you make it out west. Well, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little scared to death, but I just dove right in. Yeah, I dove right in, keeping faith I'd see the signs. I was thunder rolling on the wind, burning up bar time, winging it as a wind. I was in way over my head, but I just dove right in. Brother Paul said you got a chance to start it over and turn that page. So I followed him down to the riverbank one Sunday, and I dove right in. Yeah, I dove right in. Thank y'all so much for listening to me.
How about one more song, huh? Jameson Rodgers, I'm going to give him one more song. You got some extra time.
I should have never picked up her call. I shouldn't be mixing her with alcohol, telling myself it's okay to play with fire when it's this late, 'cause I've been burned by her before, wearing nothing but the night in my bedroom door at 2 a.m. when I can't keep from finding out the hard way that girl is like a bottle rocket, never know when I'll have to drop it. Once I light up the fuse, ain't a thing I can do to stop it, but I love to watch it when that girl's on fire. just wanna hold her tighter, knowing one of these days she'll blow up in my face, take off like a comet. That girl is gonna go, so I hold her like a bottle rocket. I'd be a fool to have higher hopes. We have a history of going up in smoke. It's pretty awesome to watch, so long as I don't let my heart get too close. That girl is like a bottle rocket, never knowing I'll have to drop it. Once I light up the fuse, ain't a thing I can do to stop it. But I love to watch it when that girl's on fire. I just wanna hold her tighter, knowing one of these days she'll blow up in my face, take off like a comet. That girl is gonna go, so I hold her like a bottle rocket. Yeah, when that girl's on fire, I just wanna hold her tighter, knowing one of these days she'll blow up in my face, take off like a comet. That girl is gonna go, so I hold her like a bottle rocket. I hold her like a bottle rocket. Thank you.
Jameson Rodgers right there, yeah. From Batesville, Mississippi. Couldn't let him leave too quick because his daddy and his grandma drove up from Mississippi to be here tonight. You got to let him do an extra when that happens. That's a nice thing. That's a wonderful thing to have that kind of support when you're an artist, when you're a songwriter and a singer. It really is. It's a rare and wonderful thing. It's great to hear from Mr. Rodgers. Thank you, sir. Now we're going to have something absolutely different, completely different, and it's beautiful. It's I was just talking to Bobby, who fellow that you saw at the very beginning, who works here at the Millennium stage at the Kennedy Center, and we both agree that he heard the sound check. I didn't, but I've listened to some things that our next guest has written, and it has some of that wonderful atmospheric sounds that you hear in movie scores, and I imagine she'll have some success in that world. She has already had some success. She's already won an award from the ASCAP Foundation. She's won the Phoebe Jacobs Prize, and to do that, you have to first win the Herb Alpert Young Jazz Composer Award from ASCAP Foundation, and then if you're a woman, you have a chance to win the next level, which is a Phoebe Jacobs, and she's won both of those. She grew up listening and performing in musicals, and so she has that background of all the great music that's in modern and other musicals. And then she went to school at the New School for Jazz and Contemporary Music, and she's been recording for a while now. She did a jazz album, all her own music, with Munich's All Jazz Orchestra, and she told me that later on she'll be over in Germany for a festival this summer at the Morris Festival, and then she also has a new album coming out this summer. It's an orchestral jazz album. She's brought some friends with her, and I think you're going to be impressed with their sound. Would you please give a big welcome to Sarah McDonald and her band.
What an introduction. Hope I can live up to the hype. Just trying to find a good A on a synthesizer for my strings. How's everyone doing? Awesome. You guys ready? I just want to say thank you to the ASCAP Foundation and ASCAP and Julie Lepore for putting this together. It's just wonderful that we could come down here, and we're super excited to play. So thank you so much to them. It's really beautiful. Yes. I smoked him from one small fire, make my concrete cloud perspire. I smoked him from one small fire. Picture me like naked poison, porcelain cup is filled with noise. What if I forgot to breathe in? What would I be? What would I be? Picture me like burning flintwood, porcelain cup is filled with splinters. What if I forgot to see then? What would I be? What would I be? I smoked him from one small fire. Make my concrete cloud perspire. Set fever steam from burning mines, ignited flint, crisp and dry. We were alright, nothing seemed wrong. Then when he left, I saw he'd gone. I smoked him from one small fire, make my concrete cloud perspire. Picture me like naked poison, porcelain cup filled up with noisome. We were alright, nothing seemed wrong. Then when he left, I saw he'd gone. Sad fever steam burns minds just like flintwood, crisp and dry. I smoked him from one small fire, make my concrete cloud perspire. Just like flintwood, just like flintwood, just like flintwood, just like flintwood. Just like flintwood, just like flintwood, just like flintwood, just like flintwood. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Jameson took all my jokes, so I'm just going to get straight to the point. That first song was called Flint, and this next song is called Space. The darkness, calling me out, calling me out, calling me out of the lightness, calling me out, calling me out, calling me out of the likeness. Oh, calling me out, calling me out, calling me out of the darkness. Oh, calling me out of the lightness, so I can see, calling me out of the brightness, so I can breathe.
have anything to say, just... This next song is called Allegory, and it has nothing to do with an allegory.
Quick was the spark once captivated, straight from a heart so inundated, pricked by those words so saturated, inside of me, taken suddenly, who'd care to see, oh, the ennui, dampen the sounds that extract fervor, stirring the pot and entices purger, tickle the lamb that quips of murder, let it simmer, wilt and wither, clasp the capsule, calm the rascal. Quiet the star, now lit up afar. See what you like, it's burned out its light. Crisp the crackle, paint and spackle, burnt and fractal. Yes, I can find the sky, so high. Quick was the spark once captivated, straight from a heart so inundated, pricked by those words so saturated, inside of me, taken suddenly, who'd care to see, oh, the ennui, dampen the sounds that extract fervor, stirring the pot entices purger, tickle the lamb that quips of murder, let it simmer, wilt and wither, clasp the capsule, calm the rascal. Quiet the star, now lit up afar. See what you like, it's burned out its light. To crisp the crackle, paint and speckle, burnt and fractal. Yes, I can find the sky. So yes, I can find. Yes, I can find. Yes, I can find the sky so high. Yes, I can find the sky so
Thank you very much. So we have one left for you, and this one is called Imbue. It also has nothing to do with the word imbue. And no one's laughing, so I will take that as a hint to just play the song. Fill me up, joy. Light me up, joy. I am hungry, I am cold, I am lucid, tired and old. See, looking at me, never quite seemed all it could be. Darting, confused, out, taking views out and see. I am lost and I see, I can breathe, I can see, I couldn't breathe. Taking the hue, walking with you, as in view. Those voices calling, one by one, never done. Outside voices can be heard. Now you see, looking at me, never quite seemed all it could be. Darting the shame while taking blame, only could be seen as something confused, battered and bruised. Not taking flight, walk in the sun, tell you I'm done. Oh, doing me
Sarah McDonald. Let's hear it for Sarah McDonald and the quartet. Very, very nice. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Well, I'm going to ask Sarah to stay out here and bring Jameson back out, and we're going to talk for a minute or two here, chat, talk about how they write and what their habits are and their philosophy and their influences. So we're going to take a moment and put a couple chairs here. Our buddies are, here they come. You guys sit over there, and I'll sit here. If you came in late, this is Songwriters, the Next Generation, and it's a showcase of young songwriters of various styles. And if you were here for the whole hour, you know that we had two very different styles tonight. We had two last night also. All four, each was a different one. And this is all put together by the ASCAP Foundation. And if you don't know what ASCAP is, thanks. If you don't know what ASCAP is, it's an organization started in 1914, celebrated its 100th anniversary last year, and it's made in order to collect royalties for songwriters. Every time you hear a song on the radio or in basically any public place played over in any kind of system that people are paying to go into the establishment, then ASCAP is one of the organizations, and the first one that collects that money and distributes it among songwriters. So anybody who's ever written a song is very grateful to ASCAP and other organizations, and ASCAP is the oldest one. Well, now we got this set up, and I think I'll turn around and we'll, since Sarah's, give her a moment to, she just performed, give her a moment, and we'll ask Jameson some questions. And I joked before you came out about being from Batesville, Mississippi. You know, you'd had to work really hard not to hear country music when you grew up. When did you start out? Have you been country from zero to now, or did you do a rock thing and then get over into country?
No, country music was kind of naturally what I fell into. I mean, that's just kind of what you listen to in Mississippi, like you said. You can't really venture too far away from that down there, or you get made fun of, kind of. No, I'm not really made fun of, just like, it's just different, you know?
Yeah. You would have to, you know, have a little extra incentive to move into another direction. Yeah. How big is Batesville?
It's about 10,000 people.
Okay, so...
But it feels a lot smaller than that.
Yeah. Was there someone there that you were inspired by musically? Was there a teacher? Was there another player or another people your own age or older?
There was a handful of guys that played around there. There's a guy named Mr. Steve McGregor he's got a studio there in Batesville that's really talented. He kind of took me under his wing and showed me a few things musically, but besides that, it wasn't really too much.
Did you record when you were very young? If you had a studio?
No, I was a late bloomer. I didn't start. I always knew I wanted to sing. I just never got into it until after, really in college.
Really?
And that's when
When did you start writing then?
When I was probably a junior in college.
Really? That is pretty late.
Yeah.
A lot of folks start their young teens and before.
Yeah.
Well, I know some of these folks you've read about, you've heard about, maybe some of you are in the business, and you know that there are people like Jameson that go in every day to an office and they write songs. That's what they do all day long, and that's what. How long you been doing that now in Nashville?
Oh, I've been doing that for 4 years or so. Been getting paid for it for about 6 months.
Well, that's good. Hey, that's a good start. You're ahead of most people. And that's were the 4 songs or 5 songs you sang tonight, were those all you've written in the last year or two?
Yes, absolutely.
And were they all co-written, or did you write any of them alone?
All co-written with either one other person or 2 other people.
Well, tell us about how that works. See, if you guys any of you write a song, you probably sit alone and with your piano, your guitar, whatever, and you write a song. But it's different if you go with a co-writer. How does that work? Because you do different people. Isn't the same person all the time?
Yeah, the process in Nashville, it's you kind of have somebody scheduled every day, and you got to kind of take pride in bringing some ideas in and seeing what they want to write. Hopefully you throw a few ideas out, and hopefully they jump on one, or hopefully if you don't have a great idea, they'll have a great idea, and just kind of wing it from there.
So the process really, and the way you do it, it's you guys basically start at the same spot and just go back and forth. It's not
Well,
like
sometimes it starts with a title. Sometimes it starts with a melody. Sometimes I'll just bring in a half-written verse, play it, and see if they like it, and we'll just kind of come up with a title as we go. It's different every day. It varies every day.
that's cool. Do you write with a different person every day, or do you do a week at a time with somebody?
I have a weekly schedule with two guys that I've known since I've been up there. Every Monday I write with the same people, but besides that, it's different.
And when your publisher goes out and markets the music and tries to get people to put holds on it or commit to it,
Yeah, hopefully we'll get a few cuts here before too long.
I think it won't be too long for him.
Yeah.
He's got some good talent.
Yeah,
Let me talk to Sarah for just a moment. Obviously, very different kind of music, very different kind of composition. And I've heard online your album that you made a couple of years ago with the big band, but it's more orchestral. And now you're about to make another one. You said it's orchestral jazz.
Pretty much. I don't know if I can call it jazz, but it is an orchestra.
Well, yeah, what you just did. I mean, that's why I described it. It's contemporary classical music. It has some of it. Some of your other recordings have a little bit of pop feel, and then there's a little bit of jazz feel, but it's basically contemporary classical in many ways. The way you're composing. Is it different doing this with a quartet than performing and recording with the big orchestra?
It definitely is. You can't really hide behind anything. Everyone is extremely exposed, and we're all very new to this. This group has been in existence for probably 3 weeks. So, yeah, great first gig.
Yeah.
And
it's nice to start at the top.
oh, yes, thank you. But yeah, I'm used to composing for a much larger ensemble. It's a standard 17-piece big band, and I play and sing, and then I also have, this is my string quartet, so they're used to playing in that setting as well.
So, and you wrote the whole piece, you wrote all the arrangement, they're just reading what you wrote.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no improvisation in this deal.
No improv.
That would be tough. With a string quartet, that'd be tough anyway, unless you're Kronos or Turtle Island or something. Not too many people do improvisation in string quartets. Well, when did you start writing music?
Probably also my junior year of college, to be honest. I was at jazz school, and I went there. I actually transferred from another school, so I wasn't completely sure about what I wanted to be doing with my life. I came from a musical family, so I think I tried to fight it for as long as I could, and then I couldn't any longer. And I went to the jazz school and was a vocal major, and pretty quickly got into composition, and was mostly writing for this rock band that I was in, which you found online also.
I did.
Embarrassing.
I creeped online, looked at her all over the place.
Creeped.
I did.
Yeah, so so that happened for a while, and I'm still involved in a lot of different projects, a lot of them being rock. And then kind of on a whim, I started writing for big band just because I wanted to know. I'm not trained at all to do that, and I really loved it. And I had an opportunity to go out to Germany and record a big band album out there. I had no idea what I was doing, and it was fun. And then I came back and started writing the stuff that I'm writing.
How did you
now.
get that opportunity? It is a big deal to
Yeah.
get at your disposal.
At
What
my
was
disposal,
it,
yeah.
20-something musicians or however many
It
it
was. It was only 17 at the time because I didn't have the string quartet yet. Yeah. But
How'd that work out?
I just have friends out there, and they had heard some of my music, and they wanted to know if I was interested in recording with their band, and I said, yeah.
Is the rock band more like alt or conventional rock, or is it kind of art rock that's...
I would say art rock, yeah.
Yeah, because there's if you don't know, there's a goodly number of rock and roll groups. You can call them rock groups, but they're very influenced by contemporary. We had one on Mountain Stage, San Fermin. You know that group? Yeah, the guy went to Yale, majored in music, and so their sound is different. It's different, but it's rock, but it's a different thing. So what are you aiming at now? What's your next project? The one with the big band in Europe?
Yeah, definitely. I'm going out for the Moors International Jazz Festival, and they're providing me with a big band out there because I obviously can't bring 20
Right.
people with me. So that will be great, and it'll be the music that is going to be coming out on the album that I have that will be released in August. And it's experimental rock art big band. It's far less jazzy than I think even this is, to be honest.
Are you putting the record out yourself, or do you have a label that's putting it out?
I'm working on it.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. If you have a possibility, that's nice. A lot of people do their own. Nothing wrong with that.
Of course.
But you sometimes can get more mileage if somebody else is working for you and helping finance the working for you. And that's so very, very important. What's your next step, Jameson? Just going to work every day and looking for that big one?
Yeah, trying to write the next big idea. Hopefully get a cut. I think that's my next goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a big cut with a big artist.
Yeah, with a big artist.
Yeah. Once you get the first one, that's a big hump to get over. Then everybody wants to get on the bandwagon.
Hopefully they'll start rolling in pretty regular after that.
Yeah, that's great. And when you're out playing, where are you looking to play? With a group like this, obviously you can't play every place. You can't go into a bar. You have to have the right format.
We could go into a bar, but it would not be well
Yeah,
received.
certain bars, I guess, Poisson Rouge or something, yeah. But
With a group like this, we probably more intimate locations. I mean, there's tons of stuff in New York City, lots of smaller, more acoustic venues that would cater to something like this. And with my big band, we literally just play wherever will accommodate us, even if we have to spread out on the floor. So
yeah, you could with this group just get a big amp and blast them out.
pretty much, yeah.
Well, thank you guys for coming this evening. It's time to say goodbye. I'd like to thank the ASCAP Foundation and Colleen and Julie and everybody here at the Millennium Stage at the Kennedy Center. Really nice people. They do a great job, great sound. So on behalf of Songwriters, the next generation, and the ASCAP Foundation, goodbye. Good night.